Welcome back to the 5 W's, where I walk you through the who, the what, the when, the where, and most importantly, the why behind my latest T206 pickup. This being John McGraw Portrait without a cap variation. But first, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris, otherwise known on X and Instagram as at CRT_sportscards. And if you're new to T206, this is the absolute best channel for you here on YouTube. So do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button. But if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. But let's get into it. What are the 5 W's behind this John McGraw? Now, the cool thing here is because we know who it is, John McGraw, let's go right now to the what. And this card is significant in a couple of different ways into my not only Sovereign 150 set, but overall T206 Hall of Fame set. So as you know, of course, John McGraw is a Hall of Famer. This is one of 35 Hall of Famers with a Sovereign 150 back. This is, though, in the big picture, in the big landscape of my T206 set, Hall of Famer number 38. Because I'm not building or buying a Hannes Wagner or Eddie Plank, that means I am now over 50% complete in my T206 Hall of Fame set because there are just 74 Hall of Famers in the entire set. When you look specifically, though, at my Sovereign 150 set, this is card number 37 of 148. So this is now 25% on the dot complete with my Sovereign 150 back run set. And then as well, with my complete 520 card set, this is card number 304. Moving my set to 58.4% complete. Now, when and where did I purchase this John McGraw? This was another win of mine from the REA February auction that arrived at my house on March 1st. So I'm coming up now on nearly a month of owning this card. But most importantly, though, why did I pick up this card? This card checks off, number one, a big check mark and a big goal of my set so far in 2025 and beyond when I think about building the Sovereign 150. If you don't remember here, my goal is to have the Hall of Fame subset of my Sovereign 150 set to be in better, higher grade than the overall landscape of my set. This is now the highest graded Hall of Famer in my T206 Sovereign 150 set. Keeping in mind, though, I only have 4 cards. I have Roger Bresnahan at a 1.5. I have the Joe Tinker at a 1. I have the Nap Lajoie at a 2. But now this McGraw sits very pretty with a 2.5. Now, some may argue that I purchased the grade of the card over the card itself. But when you really take a look at this card front and back, it presents very, very well. But I don't want to get this into an eye appeal argument. The simple fact is I want to have the Hall of Famers in a higher grade than the everyday player in the set. And this one checks the box in a very, very big way as a 2.5. And when you look at the population reports of this card, this is not a very common Sovereign 150. When you look at the PSA population reports, keeping in mind, though, that there is that complete category because of how PSA graded cards in the past, you look at Sovereign 150, this one being the only 2.5 in existence. And when you look at SGC for reference, there are only 4 graded copies of this card. So right now, between both of them, just 12 copies graded. That is also why I was not afraid to pay up for this card. So I did pay for this McGraw $660. This moves my average Sovereign 150 price to over $120. And when you look at my Hall of Famers now, this pushes the average over $420. But there again, there's only 4 cards of the 35 I need when it comes to the Hall of Famers. But this McGraw, in all its beauty, in this red background portrait no cap, will join his polar bear brothers in my set. This is glove at hip, and then you have portrait with cap. Both SGC ones. I just need finger pointing and air variation, and I'll have the John McGraw set complete. So if you have one of those, definitely let me know.